Season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A 27-yard attempt.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So give them the first down. First and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Tucker McCann set to kick.
McCann's got it teed up.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Kyler Murray.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, he'll let this go for the end zone. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosion.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Why don't you just start over?
Picked off at the 13.
It's saying they pay me. I'll do this for free.
Ahead of him. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Tucker McCann for the extra.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Niners.
Extra point 14. Right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Keep running, man.
Picked off at the 36. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
5 brings up 2nd and...
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the gun, Murray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
First down, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
He's brought down at the
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check, 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 check. Check 26, check 26. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Big Ace.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And 10. At the 25-yard line.
They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. And that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
San Francisco.
Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line. They'll give it to Barkley off the action play. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Niners 27, Cardinals 7.
McCann's got it teed up. On the return, Andy Isabella. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
On the carry.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
San Francisco.
So that'll back him up 5. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Niners 34, Cardinals 7. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up.
On the return, Isabella. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now a handoff looking right. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Nick Bosa on the stop.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now the extra point.
For the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Niners 41, Cardinals 7. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. On the return, Isabella.
Andy Isabella on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at that time, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 16 yards, a first down.
23-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. With Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20.
This is too easy.
Here he goes right side. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
24 the ball carrier.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray, that's complete to his tight end Sprinkle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
29-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 5.
From the gun, Murray. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
At the 11-yard line.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be caught. Oh, one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Niners 41, Cardinals 14. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
With the score,
that's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Double time. 3 down. Hey, Mike's 50. Get that quarterback and encore. Cardinal. Check 37.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The ball carrier.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
60 Eagle. Hey, Mike 50. Mike 50. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got, Heavy? Give me some.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle. His second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys,
nah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
A huge play there on the screen pass, and even 40 yards. On 1st and goal, Drake. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Niners 48, Cardinals 21. Daniel Carlson set to
following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter. And that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and
they'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2. Today's final
big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for San Francisco, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.